I mean, he'd come back and he'd say, "Okay, let's play the hits."
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's exactly what
Exactly.
you're gonna do. Like play the hits, baby.
Let's
Never
play the
play.
hit. You said it. Play the hit.
Fam, what
That's
up?
exactly what we do.
Get Money Sports Show, what up? It's the Get Money Sports Show, let's go. 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 TKO, let's go. The Sheriff in here, let's go. The Hawk in here, you ready? King Coop in here, you ready? D-Minus DC, you ready? We about to talk sports, you ready? You know TKO Pro. Russell Love better ask the Sheriff about them Colts. Ask DC about the Braves. B-Fam, it's a whole new wave. Real men, we ain't never been whiners. King Kunta gon' rap the Niners. Straight talk, you don't hear no slurs. D-Minus gon' rap the Spurs. Ask Hawk about the Seahawks, but ask him all about anything. Going hard like it's all a dream. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? It's the Get Money Sports Show, let's go. It's the Get Money Sports Show, let's go. It's the Get Money Sports Show, let's go. It's the Get Money Sports Show, let's go.
Let's go. Get Money Sports Show. Let's go. The startup is sponsored by Monster Energy Drinks, who fuels their athletes, participants, and fans with a variety of cool, refreshing drinks. Unleash the beach within you with a Monster Energy Drink. It's not just a drink, it's a lifestyle in a can. All right. From last week, DC, you do need to go to HR. Go ahead and go there now. Thank you. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I do accept that penalty, and thank you very much. Okay. That takes care of HR today. Okay. Oh, King Kunta, how you doing today?
Flag on the play. Flag.
What happened?
Flag.
Too many men on the field?
No, not enough men on the field. That's what it is. That's just like not enough men on the field. You can't do that by yourself. You have to postpone it.
Let me check this. Hold on a second. Hawk, is there a penalty for too little men on the field?
Dude, ain't enough men on the field.
When it comes to Get Money Sports, there is a penalty for that, and you must wait until D-Minus is back.
D-Minus will never remember what I did 2 weeks ago.
Bet he will.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I know he will, too. How you doing, King Kunta? You going to remind him?
Fuck yeah. I was over his house last night. We was watching WNBA game, smoking a cigar. I said, I want to make sure I need to look over your notes, make sure you got everything, notated about DC. I know you ain't going to be there, but I want you to keep. Well, actually, I got a copy of it. So if he forget, I can just read it off to him, So, yeah.
TKO, what do you do about your petty friends when you still like them? Do you just accept the pettiness?
Honestly, yeah, because that's why you're friends.
All right. Me and Kunta must be very, very good friends.
Yeah, because you want to accept some BS from the people you care about the most. Being honest from you.
There you go. I know I'm over my limit this year. Hawk. So, in other words, I've got to go back to HR. You're trying to say, because you're pretty much probably the squarest guy on here as far as doing things right.
Yeah, I mean, you can't avoid the punishment. The crime was already done, and the punishment it's on its way. It's kind of like when COVID happened, right? And all these people that were in jail or whatever were waiting on these court dates, but they pushed them back and back and back and back. We'll push it back as long as we need to. But once D-Minus gets here, it's court time, baby.
It's court time. All right. Well, I would like to officially announce that the Sheriff did not send a limited edition Peyton Manning jersey. He sent a Colts jersey with Rodrigo Blankenship on the back.
Who went to Georgia.
And I just want to show you guys something. Like, Kunta, you need to take friend lessons. Even though he won, he wanted to make sure I still had a jersey on that was a Georgia player. And he thought of me during my time of loss.
It's the difference between me and the Sheriff. You have a little sympathy for people. Now, I like to take the knife and just keep turning it in you. Keep turning it. That's what I do.
I will say this, though. He shipped it regular mail, and the postman threw it in my mailbox. And I mean, stuffed the bitch. Just stuffed it all the way to the back.
What?
Every part of me wanted to say, nah, man, that bitch got lost. So let me ask you this, okay? And you know what? I'm going to go to Kunta because he's the pettiest. If I send you $25 after the game is over because I lost to ship the jersey to me, and the jersey comes to you, and the postage says $11.40, how do you feel?
So you ship me $10. You give me $10.
$25.
25. Okay, and then it's actually $11. So there's a difference, right? So no. Do I give you your change back? I don't think like a couple of dollars go make or break you. So I just take that as if I already won anyway. It's an extra incentive. So I just keep it like, hey man, I at least, you know what I tell you. I said, ADC, I bought me a beer or something with it, or just I bought me a cigar. I just who go complain? You'll get it on the back end.
TKO, is that proper?
No, sorry.
I'm just trying to get it out there that I cared more about his jersey than he did. I sent him a nice fat little $25 to ship a jersey. He could have put it in a gold box. It would have got here with two hands on it, right by my sidestep, and instead you chose to ship it for $11, and it got thrown all over the fucking place. So
it came in a bag. Then that's what that was.
It wasn't a bag. It was in a bag.
Yeah.
I would have taken the $25, gone to the post office, checked out, maybe there's some priority mail service or a quicker delivery that costs a little bit more with that, because you gave me the $25, maybe it wasn't 11 at that point and it was like 18, and makes it a little bit more reasonable. But yeah,
I would have secured my jersey. I tell you that. I'm not shipping nothing with no insurance on it that I care about.
Personally, he got more jerseys. You can believe that. If it got lost, he got more jerseys. The biggest his fan is for Indianapolis. So you best believe he got more. You probably got the cheap jersey.
I know, and that's another thing I was going to ask you. So if he's on air and he says, "I'm going to make you wear the limited edition Peyton Manning jersey," when he sends Blankenship, do I still have to wear it?
Yeah,
you still got to wear it.
Damn. I thought I was going to get out of that. I really was taking this shit off right here if one person said yes. I mean, I wore it, I'm in. I got another jersey over there. I'm changing this shit as soon as the show's over. I feel weird. I feel very weird.
Just don't say Oreos.
I don't know. The jersey gone. I can't remember how to spell it all of a sudden. D- says that the AFC South might be the best division in the NFL this year. And if not, who is? We'll let King Kunta take this first. Is the AFC South the best league in the NFL?
Actually, I don't know. It's like any division is good. The way these teams winning and losing and stuff, man. It's like everything is a comeback. It's shit. The Jets might even beat the Broncos today. So it's
come on.
Yeah, they 0-5, man. I mean, anything can happen. Like you ain't even safe with a money line pick nowadays. You either got to go with the points or go over, take the over and under. Like this season, this football season right here, this time of the season right here, or where we're at week 5 or 6, anything goes. It never fails. Year after year, this is the point where you really can't even bet on a safe money line pick. Any division can pop out at any time. We saw it the game Thursday night, but we're gonna talk about that in the next segment. But it's crazy. It could be I think any division. It's no favorite right now.
All right. So I'll tell you this. By wins, the NFC West has 12 wins. That tells me that they're the best in the football right now. It doesn't have it's numbers. The NFC North has 11 wins. The NFC East has 11 wins. AFC South has 11 wins. Those are the 4 teams that don't have anyone in their division with 1 or 0 losses. But the NFC West is the only team without a 1 loss or a 0 loss team. Hawk, what do you think?
Going to be my argument was the NFC West because, remove the Cardinals from the scenario. They're a fake good team, and they've been a fake good team for a really long time. But you got the 49ers, the Rams, and the Seahawks
Yeah.
that are all playing pretty good football right now. And like whatever, but like the AFC division has the Tennessee Titans in it. And they're on the fast track to probably the first draft pick or second or third, somewhere in that ballpark, right? But I just think that the way that some of the teams are built and the personnel that those top three teams in the NFC West, I mean, they could beat a lot of teams in the league.
TKO, what do you think? Who's got the best division, the strongest division right now in football?
I know it's going to sound crazy, but the NFC East. I think when you're looking at competition, every team they have played so far is either a dogfight to the fourth quarter. Dallas let up a game, but you look at it, every single team in that division, you're going to have to fight them. You see what the Giants did to the Eagles.
Mhm.
You see, again, the Giants getting away with much as they Eagles getting away with much of they have. You had the Commanders this week playing the Bears, which in my opinion, it'd be a good week for the Bears to get that get back from last year, but who's to know? But I would say with the AFC South, they have came a long way, especially a team like Jacksonville. I do believe that with all the young talent has finally come around, will that end the same way for them? Who's to know? But I do think that a team like the Texans, they may be in trouble. I mean, it's a lot of teams I think in AFC South have more questions of is it early success or will it be able to sustain? Because the NFC East 100% will dogfight each other to get to the playoffs.
So I'm gonna tell you where my argument's at, and it's this stat called PF. The NFC East, the lowest. This is the Giants. The lowest scoring team points for. The Giants have scored 121 points at 2-4. The Eagles at 4-2 have scored 142 points. The Cowboys at 2-2 have scored 151 points, and the Commanders have scored 134 points. That division has scored the most points on offense. Now, saying that, they also are leading in points against. So if you want to watch some action football, it's definitely in the NFC East, in my opinion.
Yeah, and then when you talk about those two stats specifically, you have the points for and points against, and the real where you really make your money is in that the differential category, right?
Yeah.
They talk about that in baseball a lot. The reality is the Eagles are where they're at, but they're at a -1 differential right now. So as many points as they're scoring, they're letting one more point be scored against them.
But
as far as like the season long goes. So like I look at a team like Philly, and like I agree with you, TKO. What you were saying is like they've kind of been skating by a little bit. They've been getting away with some stuff, and then on Thursday night we watched the tush push 4 consecutive times, and it's like you're sitting there and you're like, man, I hope they lose because of this, because like from a viewer and entertainment standpoint, no one wants to see the damn tush push 4 times in a row. Like I get it if you're like trying to get a first down or you need a yard or you're trying to get in the end zone or something like that. I get it, but 4 times in a row is like you're just kind of killing me at that point.
And I was going to add too, they all are dynamic. They're not the same makeup of the offense that you're saying. Even with the defenses, the Giants has one of the best fronts in the NFL. Yet they can't put it together every week. So it's so dynamic in that one division. You know that, okay, the Giants, they're going to play you tough. No matter if they got talent or not, they're going to bring a fight to you. And I think that's pretty dope about, even though we ain't won a lot of success as a division of late, I think that's one thing dope about the NFC East.
I want to add another thing in there with Kunta here and let you wrap it up. The NFC West is the only division that every single team is plus in points. Point differential. Even the Arizona Cardinals at 2-3 are +7 on their point differential. Kunta.
Yeah. So TK made a good point about that division. So yeah, and we can kind of lead that on to my story. Talk more about that.
Well, let's go with it.
So do you believe more in the New York Giants, or do you still believe in the Eagles? So I base this off Thursday night game. The NFC East, think like TK says, are one of the better divisions to watch, and more exciting division to watch, because that division is still a foot race for anybody right now. I mean, anything can happen. Uh, just a quick recap of that game. Jackson Dart, he played a good game, even when he went out. I don't know if y'all watched this part where when he went out, Brian Dable like lost his mind, like was going over to the tent, like, hey man, just put a band-aid on him, like get him on out here. Because when Russell Wilson went out there, it's like everybody booed him, like, because he was finna stink up that game quick. And that's when Brian Dable just went over to the tent and like, hey man, we need you. And Russell Wilson didn't know what was going on. I thought that was funny. But New York Giants, man, New York Giants, and they playing good football right now, even without Malik Neighbors. I mean, this Jackson Dart is something to be said, man. It's something to watch. So I think right now they are a scary team right now with Jackson Dart.
I will add in there that the Philadelphia Eagles offense has been exposed. You can't still fuck with their defense, and it's you're gonna. Here's the thing: the offense coordinator, defense coordinator to make some changes, especially the offensive coordinator. We know everything about your offense. It's not your talent. You got tons of talent, but you need new plays, obviously, because everybody knows what you're doing. And I will reiterate: Jackson Dart, 508 yards, 4 touchdowns, 2 picks, and a 92.7 QBR in 2 games. Don't tell me Russell Wilson don't know what's going on. He knows exactly what's going on. He's getting ready to pack his bags, and he can't figure out why he's not going to Cincinnati and how fucking Joe Flacco got a job over him. Hawk.
The reason Joe Flacco got a job over him is because Joe Flacco can go play and Russell Wilson can't. I think that's all it really comes down to. Yeah, this is pretty interesting because the Eagles do this thing where they like hold everything and like keep everything close, right? And we have seen in years past when they like actually let Jalen Hurts play a little bit of quarterback, drop back and throw and stuff like that. And there's really no reason for them to try and air it out a little bit with AJ Brown and Devontae Smith back there. It just doesn't. And then you add Saquon Barkley into the mix, their tight end into the mix. Like it makes me wonder if this is either a offensive play calling problem or if this is a Jalen Hurts problem. It's one or the other because it has to be. There's no reason that they should still be so run heavy. But on the Giants side, TKO, I know you hate this guy, but Dan Orlovsky was on the show.
Glad you brought it up. I'm going to say something.
Okay, well, he had said something on Friday, which I agree with TKO on like everything Dan Orlovsky related. But one of the things that he said on Friday after the game when they were talking about it, he said the question that you need to ask about Jackson Dart is the question that we ask every potential draftable quarterback, which was, do you make your team better? And Thursday night, when they were playing the Eagles, he made every single person around him better. And I disagree with that completely because, like, who's left on the Giants that is like big time name, but then they still put up all those points and they played well. And so I don't know, but I'll have to say if that version of the Giants comes out more this year, the Giants could be a team. But who knows what you're going to get.
TKO?
Man, I think this is like a carbon copy, almost like Bo Nix. It's like a shot in the arm to a team that's trying to find a leader, and I think that he's exciting to watch. Don't get me wrong; it's not going to be sustainable. The Eagles' defense have been really lackluster the past couple of weeks. it's all around. The team's energy is a little bit off, but the Eagles have done this countless amount of times throughout the years. Howdy, Sheriff. And I think that's one of the
Morning.
things that, good morning. I think that's one of the things people need to really notice. The Eagles can walk through a whole season, but turn it on right there when they need to, and it's the playoffs. And that's what the
Yeah.
Cowboys struggle at the most. So for me, in my opinion, me and my cuz talk a lot about sports every day. And I was like, I think the Eagles literally are just doing window dressing. They're only showing you what they want to show you because they don't have to do anything special. They showed you a little bit of tricks here and there. They showed you variations on the touch push. They can switch it up if they want to. So in my opinion, I think the defense looked terrible, not so much the offense, because Hawk is right. They're going to have to start getting it down the field, start testing it out, because my opinion, I don't think Jalen Hurts is a good thrower. But those throws he was throwing wasn't so off. It was just more or less, again, timing. He hasn't been required to throw those throws all season. But I would like to end on a note of saying, going back to the Giants, what the Hawk was saying about Dan Orlovsky. He is a joke to media. I swear to God, he needs to stop saying crazy things like saying we're looking at Lamar Jackson. He said so. I'm like, man, shut up. Like we talking about 2 games, bro. And he even said it too. Like even Adam Scheffler, everybody had to shut him up real quick. We're talking about 2 games, guys. Relax. He is a very exciting young guy. But number one, I've never seen a head coach look like that in my life. He in the tent, trying to do everything he could to get him back on the field while his quarterback
Funny.
is
That was
on
funny.
the field. Bro, I could not stop freaking laughing. And
Man.
then he's hugging him, kissing him, like looking at him like he's the prize. And
Because Jackson Dart is saving his job. That's why.
Yeah, saving his job. It's exactly what it is. We know about New York head coaches. If you don't win, you're gone.
It's the
Yeah.
flavor, right? They like the flavor. That's the thing I want to do.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
mind the jigging and shit like that. But when y'all start losing, do the same shit. Because we already know we're going to lose. So in my opinion, I want you to keep the same energy when y'all are looking at the rest of the season being 4-12. You still want to be out there dancing and jigging, bugging with the chain on. I'm going to see how this goes because they give Deion's son Shador the same flack for what Jackson Dart can do. So I don't.
Yep.
I'll wait. So when he starts losing, because he will, then why aren't we comparing him to Shador Sanders? We don't say nothing about that.
I'm gonna give a shout out to Dan Orlovsky because without you, we wouldn't have anything to talk about every day. I think he does it on purpose. I really don't think he's as dumb as he makes his statements. I think he makes dumb statements on purpose to stay relevant. Just being honest. You can't be that dumb every day.
He's taking the old school Stephen A. Smith approach, which is what can I say to get people pissed off so they're talking about us? You know, that's what it is.
But he does it. But he does it coyly, like Stephen A. doesn't. Like he plays a dumb guy really good.
Oh yeah.
I always said he's the living, breathing Homer Simpson. No. Anyway, we got some predictions to talk about here at Get Money Sports. We do make predictions during the show, and I do write them down once in a while. The sheriff at the beginning of the baseball year, welcome to the show, Sheriff. The sheriff said Ohtani would go bat 356, have 54 home runs, 100 RBIs, and an 11-3 pitching record. Ohtani's actual stats, he batted 282 with 55 home runs, 102 RBIs, and a 0-0 pitching record with only 20.2 innings pitched. We're going to start with the Hawk. Was this a good prediction or a bad prediction? He got 2 right.
I think
The ones he got wrong are really wrong.
Yeah, like the pitching record, like that one's pretty shocking. I mean, it's not hard to, in my opinion, because we've seen what Ohtani is. It's not hard to kind of get to the mindset of where the sheriff was at that time because we just watched one of the most incredible hitting seasons by Ohtani. So maybe there was some recency bias there, but I mean, I give him 50%. Still failing, but you got 50%.
All right, TKO, win or loss?
I think it's a win because it's kind of impressive that with the RBIs and the homers, he pretty dialed in on that. And like everybody else, I'm pretty sure nobody projected Ohtani to pitch 14 times this year. I don't think nobody.
That's incorrect. I'm going to get to that in a minute.
Oh,
Kunta, win or loss?
I
You know,
think
if I
it's
don't,
gonna win.
you
I
know,
think
if
it's
my guess ain't there, you know, I've got some shit. My bad. Kunta, win or loss?
I think it's a definite win. You know, I think he was more leaning onto alternate pitching more. I think it's a passing grade. I think it's a passing grade. He did real good on them. Almost nailed it, except for them pitching.
my bad.
All
I
right.
seen it backwards. My bad. I ain't got my glasses on. I seen that backwards. So excuse me. Seen another picture for it.
So I agree with him. I think it's a win. So that was a good prediction. But if you would have listened to DC when you were predicted 11-3, go back and watch the show. I told you he wasn't going to pitch more than 5 games. I went and watched the show. I said he'll have less than 5 starts. If it was me, I wouldn't even pitch him. You guys remember I said don't waste him. He could be the greatest talent ever off the bench and just let the boy hit. We proved that in 20.2 innings, he couldn't shut people down. He couldn't get strikeouts. He didn't look good. He got shelled. I hope he just hits next year. Also, we had another one. How many games would Mike Trout stay healthy for and actually play? TKO said 45. Wavy said 125. Kunta said 60. Hawk said 90. And DC said 120. He actually played 122 games. So,
question. I'm sorry, I don't mean to stop you. Was it in the position of where he was going to play? I think that wasn't in that original question. It wasn't how many games we're going to play. It was how many games in that position. He got moved, didn't he?
he started 122 games at center field. He did not go to the infield like we thought. One person, I don't remember who it was, but one person said he was going to come in and play first base. That never happened.
Okay, that's what I was talking about.
Yeah, but my question
But
is,
he was a non-factor though. So
right. My question is, Wavy is 3 over. I'm 2 under. Who won? Kunta.
The under. If you won, because if you take it over, you lost.
I agree.
Agreed.
Awesome. TKO, you want to throw one in there different, or is that yeah, okay? Let Wavy know he lost.
Gotcha. I got you.
I'm so fucking petty. I swear to God, if Petty has a name, it's DC. That's his pet name. I own it. I'm accountable. It is time to fill in the blanks. Brought to you by Rocky Patel and Bird. Fill in the Blanks is brought to you by Burn Rocky Patel, located in the Battery at Truist Park, open daily from 4 p.m. to midnight, Fridays and Saturdays till 2 a.m. Yeah, I'm down here. You see the backdrop. You know where my ass is going after the show. I got 40 minutes to kill. I will be at Burn. I'm going to let somebody take this question first, and then I'm going to step off the screen here. Kunta, Shedeur Sanders is listed as QB3 now on the Cleveland Browns depth chart, and Bailey Zappi is now listed as QB2 because he is blank than Shedeur is as a quarterback.
Well, actually, he's not the QB2. Shedeur Sanders still is QB2. I don't know if you guys yeah, he's definitely still QB2. So I think actually I'm kind of interested to see how he's going to play against the Steelers and Steelers at home. So we would know. My question more so is if the Steelers really dominate that quarterback, because I don't know if y'all know this. What's that defensive player? Garrett. What's his defense player on the Browns? Is it Myles Garrett? So it's gonna be a good game. Myles Garrett has sacked every quarterback in the NFL except Aaron Rodgers. So what you think is like Myles Garrett really got he's got a target on Aaron Rodgers. So he's really gonna get at Aaron Rodgers. So that's probably the
Gonna
only
make an
thing to
addition.
keep that game close, and I would take that game under. But my thing is, can Dylan Gabriel keep up with scoring on the other end of it?
Sheriff?
I agree. And Miles Garrett's going to make it a personal mission to do whatever he's got to do this week to sack Aaron Rodgers so he can perfect his mission. But with Shedeur Sanders, I think it's time. It's time to let the kid play. What does Cleveland have to lose? Nothing. They have nothing. They're already proven they're a shitty ass organization. Their head coach is a joke, and the best player on their team is Miles Garrett right now. And I know Dylan Gabriel debuted last week in London against the Vikings, and I expected them to lose, and I expect this to be a tighter game than most people expect because it's an AFC North in division competition. But I'm ready for Shedeur to get his chance because the way he's being treated to me is not right.
Hawk?
Yeah, on the Shedeur thing, I don't want to see him in the game if they're going to put him in a jacked up situation. We saw that in preseason where they put him in with third string linemen, third string running backs, third string receivers, all that type of stuff. It doesn't do good for anyone unless that other player is also a third string player. Shedeur Sanders is not a third string player. He's never been that his entire life. And so it's just not like, let's say it's late third quarter and the Steelers are up and it's 27-3 or something like that, or an even bigger gap, right? I don't want to see Shedeur Sanders check into the game at that point. I mean, obviously every rep counts, but at a certain point, give the man a chance, because in my opinion, what does Dylan Gabriel have that Shedeur Sanders doesn't have? Dylan Gabriel is about the size of Kyler Murray, first of all. So that's not an advantage. Shedeur Sanders has that advantage over him. I guess you could say that Dylan Gabriel is accurate, but he doesn't have the arm strength that Sanders has. I don't think he has the mobility that Sanders has. And so I want to see him play. And I think there's a lot of fans across the NFL that want to see him play to see if he can hang, because in the same breath that we're talking about Jackson Dart, we should be talking about Shedeur Sanders in the same way, because I think he is capable of very similar things. He's obviously not as dynamic of a runner as Jackson Dart is, because that's just not his game. It's much more of a pocket passer. But I think he's very capable, and I just don't want to see him check in when the game doesn't matter, or that when everything's in dysfunction and stuff like that.
All right, I'm going to share the screen about the story. And yes, I know it's a little tainted, but Bailey Zappi is definitely quarterback too, because Shedeur Sanders is hurt. It says it right here. Dylan Gabriel means Cleveland's quarterback, while Bailey Zappi is central practice squad to fill in for injured Shedeur Sanders. This is where we got to think. Sanders cannot be QB2 right now because he's hurt. He's listed as injured.
Well, so hold on. So that article was written Thursday, and then they came out Friday and announced that Sanders was QB2.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
So how did he come out? So was it a fake injury? Was Sanders on the injured list because to protect him? What's going on?
No, it's no fake injury. It's no fake injury. He was. It's like maybe say for instance, pulled a hamstring or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's like one of those type injuries where it's one of those type injuries.
I got you. All right, cool. I was not aware of that part. Okay, the next one coming up here.
I ain't get to go in.
TKO. Yeah, I know. I'm looking down at my paper. I won't skip nobody this week. TKO.
Because I want to make sure that everybody know that I totally disagree on the Shedeur should be playing right now.
I do too.
The Browns definitely drafted Gabriel for a reason. I've seen a lot of potential out of the kid in that last game. He looks really good. Throws the ball pretty solid. He has a nice release. I like the way the kid plays. I do believe someone like Shedeur's talent. The problem going to be is if you put him on the field, you will see he will look just like Cam Ward, running for his life. Can't make a throw because he don't have the talent around him. Mm-hmm. And to add on what the sheriff said, no disrespect, Well, you can take it any way you want to be honest with you. I'm tired of teams always sitting there taking shots at other teams when you're in a small market because nobody in free agency wants to go to Indiana and nobody's going to know Cleveland. So at the end of the day, when a team like yours, the Colts, and several others, they have to use the draft to make a team. So everybody on your offense, besides Daniel Jones that y'all picked up, have been drafted. So it's the same in Cleveland because the only one up there that's only on that team on offense that's not originally drafted by that team is Jared Judy. The rest of them have been drafted in Cleveland. So a lot of these teams with this small markets, stop talking down on another team because y'all in the same boat. Nobody is sitting there running to go to Indiana or Cleveland in the middle of December. I'm just being honest. But if Dallas sucks, that's cool. At least it's hot in Dallas in the middle of December. So I'm just saying for the Cleveland Browns, get them some talent first before you want to throw him out there. Then you're going to get Shedeur Sanders at Cleveland 2.0. It's going to look exactly the same like they do in Colorado. Get him a team.
Mm-hmm.
Let me add,
Go ahead.
let me add to that really just a small no. I totally agree. Nobody's running here, but we have had some free agency signings in the past that have been big. But Cleveland has had some decent players in the past, and they've screwed that up. Baker Mayfield.
Again, that's a draft pick. That's why I said we're
Yeah.
talking about free agents. So if you can't bring people there, you have to grow the inside
Sure.
organization. After that 4 or 5 years, they're gone to Miami. They're gone to the other cities.
They
Because
go
ain't
wherever they
nobody
need to
trying
go.
play in no damn Cleveland in the middle of December. I
No.
know Kim Noah. Ain't nobody trying to go to Cleveland for vacations.
Not
I
me.
think what he's trying to say is kind of like in baseball. When the
Mhm.
Florida Marlins won the World Series, how many people stayed that year? Hanley Ramirez left. He was the best player on the team. He left. He's like, I don't want to play in Florida.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. There's certain teams where you just don't want to play. And the second you get a chance to get out, you're gone. So last night, the Aces solidified a dynasty with a third title in 4 years. What I want to know is when all this WNBA stuff is over, Blank should play Asia Wilson in the new concept movie, Asia Wilson, the Legend. Kunta.
I'm trying to think of a Shell Swoops or Lisa Leslie or something like that. Because if it's a legend, if it's a legend, right?
I'm going to tell you where I'm going here. Halle Berry. I don't want to see no basketball player. I want to see some fine-ass woman acting like Asia Wilson because we already know Asia Wilson can play. I need to see somebody fine as hell. Give me Halle Berry. TKO.
No, I gotta go. Like, if I like biopics, so if you're gonna do something, they have to look something similar. So, but also too, she is a unicorn in her height, size. There's not very much women you're gonna find that's a Hollywood star that can mix her dynamic. I would say personally, Tiffany Haddish. It would revive her career. She has a look that you know, she's goofy, so they play those parts in there, but I can see the serious parts being played. Tiffany Haddish be a real good part in that role.
I agree with that one. That's a good one. That's a good one. Hawk, what you got?
I was saying Kerry Washington.
Ooh, good one. Very good one. All right. All right. I like it. Sheriff.
Gabrielle Union.
I knew somebody.
The ageless wonder. That woman does not age. She has looked the same for 40 years.
I'm not wrong.
I would definitely like to see her in a basketball uniform. I'm not lying there.
Candace Parker is a good one too. She already.
Oh yeah, there's a good one. That's a good one.
Can't go wrong with any of this.
Is how they're going to shoot the movie because she's so tall that she's shorter than the average player. So that'd be the problem. Is who could? I think Angel Reese too, because they'll probably want to throw her in there.
Nah, she'd kill the movie. She's got too much attitude.
But you know they'll come out though. That's the problem. It's about remember, it's a money game, man. It ain't about the realness of it.
I'd rather see Asia Wilson play Asia Wilson than Angel Reese.
I was gonna say, yeah.
Hey, I want to shout out to Burn by Rocky Patel. I found out this is the cool thing about sponsors. They gave me a sponsor gift. They have been sponsoring the radio station for 5 years now, and they gave me a gift.
Oh, wow.
I want to shout out to Rocky Patel on this new lighter. It's kind of cool. It's got a V cut in it where you can put the thing in there and snap your shit off and catch it in there. It's got the pop top.
Got a
Got the
4-burner?
butane. It is
Is that a-
definitely a 4-burner.
Okay.
And he has 5 more to give out. Yes, he does.
Yeah, I mean,
Hey,
that's what,
Francis,
that's
comment
the
section.
plan was, TKO. I wanted to show it on here so that he knows that all of us here smoke and would love a Rocky Patel custom lighter. We would love that. All right, going to our trivia question. TKO has 1 point, and last week the sheriff scored a point. This week TKO will start. So it'll go TKO, Hawk, Sheriff, Kunta. The question is, the classic 1980 movie, boxing movie, Raging Bull, was about what real-life boxer? TKO, you're going to lose your boxing card. You're going to lose your card, man.
Raging Bull, 1980s, right?
1980.
1980. Rocky Marciano.
That is incorrect. Hawk.
I've never seen the movie and I have no idea, so I'll just say Marvin Hagler.
Incorrect. By the way, it was a white guy. Sheriff.
Yes.
Honestly, I have no idea.
Kuta, a chance to get on the board.
What's the question again? I need to stall while I'm thinking. Could you repeat the question?
Here, let me help you. Alexa, the classic night.
All right. Right. The classic movie.
Hands. Alexa, the classic 1980s boxing movie Raging Bull was about what real life boxer?
I'm like the Hawk. I never watched it, but I'm gonna take a stab at it. I'll take a stab at it. Real life boxer. Dang, what's that dude name? The Mexican like boxer or
I know what movie you're talking about. You're talking about Hands of Stone.
yeah.
That was a great movie.
Yeah. I forgot his name though. I forgot his name, but I can't think of his name.
It's definitely not him. Wrong movie. The guy's name, and we're gonna go to our next one. So TKO will start off again next week. It's Jake LaMotta.
Oh, I was about to say Jack Dempsey. Damn.
Jake
Okay.
LaMotta. And you know what? Jack Dempsey was my guess.
Yeah, I was
haven't
just
seen
about
the
to say
movie
that.
either. All right, look at this, man. I'm stumping y'all on these questions here. I like this. I'm having fun. All right, let's go. Let's go to our next thing here. It's time to spice it up, and that's where D- is right now, eating all of my food. This week's top 5 is brought to you by Spice It Up, the best smoked meats in Southern Georgia. Holla at Joe when you want your meat smoked right. You can call him at 404-455-4751, or you can go down
Somewhere.
to 4400 Herschel Road in College Park, Georgia. 18 acres of festival. 18 acres of festival today. And let me just tell you, bring cash, because all them card machines, they're going to be broke. They're going to be broke, and you're going to get fucked up. And then DC is going to tell you right now, go up to the funnel cake. Don't get a funnel cake. It's going to be hard. But get a PB&J. They're going to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich right in front of you. They're going to cut the crust off, and they're going to dip that thing in the funnel cake mix, put a little bit of powdered sugar over it. Highly recommended. It's absolutely fabulous. This week's top 5 is who has the top 5 prettiest swings in baseball. The one thing D- didn't put in there is all time or today.
That was going to be my question.
How many people went with today's baseball players? Awesome.
I went with both. I mixed it in.
Yeah,
Okay, so you mixed it up. I did not go with today's baseball players. I noticed it wasn't there after question 4, and I was like, fuck it, I'm staying where I'm at.
Yeah, I mixed
All
it
right,
in.
so brought to you by Spice It Up. I believe the 5th sweetest swing in baseball is Chipper Jones. He's did it from both sides of the plate, right and left-handed. King Kunta, who you got number 5?
same one you got, Chipper Jones. You know, sweet swing. You know, he's he from both sides. So
Facts. Sheriff, who you got number 5?
I have 2 players from this team, but the first one is going to be from the Mariners, Ichiro Suzuki. He had a very unique swing. It was pretty, but it was definitely unique.
It was the refusal to strike out and put the bat somewhere and hope the ball hit it. I hated Ichiro. I hated him because he was so unethical.
He was a good hitter, though.
I mean, actually, if you look at the techniques of hitting, he was a terrible hitter. He just got contact with the ball. He would like put the bat out there and just give it this little stroke and piss everybody off. Genius.
One of the few players ever to have a walk-off home run against Mariano Rivera.
Exactly. Who you got number 5, Hawk?
I got Chipper Jones as well. It's the switch hitting for me. Anytime someone is an efficient switch hitter, you know they're doing something right. So plus, I mean, he reminded me of just like a blue-collar guy. You know, he was always there. He was always doing his thing. So, yeah, Chipper Jones at 5.
TKO, who you got at 5?
I know it's sad because I'm a Braves fan, and I didn't have him on my list. I love Mr. Chipper. But I would say today, Aaron Judge's swing today is beautiful. I love that swing. I mean, it's power behind it. It looks so good. That's one of the prettiest things of the day. And that's crazy saying all the batters of our time, and number 5 for me is Aaron Judge.
I'll tell you what, for the size of his body, he has a very, very good swing because most big guys don't have pretty swings. They just use their power. At number 4, man, it took me years to get my kid to learn how to say this guy's last name, Albert Pujols. Man, Albert Pujols, I can't even say enough about him. The man could hit all the way up till he's 43. He was hitting at 43 years old and looked just like he was 18, minus the gray and shit. King Kuta, who you have at number 4?
That's Kirby Puckett. That's a wow.
Man, that's a flash.
Yeah.
I didn't like him either.
Yeah.
I thought he was too short to play baseball, being I was too short and fat. That man could play baseball. Sheriff, who you got number 4?
So I'm going to disagree with everybody that had Chipper at number 5. I think he's number 4 because of the switch. And he made it look good, and he was very consistent.
All right. Hawk, who you got number 4?
I put Ichiro Suzuki at number 4 just because, like, as a kid, that's who I grew up with, you know? Ichiro was everything that he did, swing and everything else included. But, you know, DC, like you were saying, he didn't really follow the fundamentals of a lot of the things that other batters follow. He was a contact hitter, and if he hit a dribbler, there's a pretty good chance he was going to leg that thing out to first and beat your throw to first. He could hit for power. He knew where, like if he was hitting the ball in the outfield, he had a pretty good idea where it was going to land and all that good stuff. So he's like, he doesn't fit the mold of like what we would call a pure hitter today. But in his time, he was a pure hitter because he could put the ball, he could hit home runs, he could hit doubles, singles, whatever. Don't hit the ball in the outfield and give him a chance to run because it's going to be a long day for you if you do that.
Chipper had made a statement about Ichiro, and he said when Ichiro is to put that bunt down third base, if you watch back at some of his things, Ichiro has 2 to 3 steps before the bat hits the ground towards first. Think about that for a minute. He would bunt the ball, and before the bat, he dropped the bat. Before the bat hit the ground from gravity, he had 2 or 3 steps to first base.
Quick.
His leaving time was ridiculous. TKO, who you got number 4?
I'd agree with you with Albert Pujols. I mean, as growing up, after the steroids era, he had one of the most natural looking swings with power behind it too. I'm huge on the power swings to start off my list, but then it goes down to soften up with the finesse.
At number 3, halfway through, and I'll tell you a stat about this guy: 3 strikeouts against the Big 5. Who are the big five? Those are the Braves pitchers. And you know who they are. Maddox, Glavine, Smoltz, blah, 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 blah. This guy struck out 5 times against these 4 pitchers. His name is Tony Gwynn.
Oh man,
Tony Gwynn had one of the sweetest swings in baseball and a refusal to strike out. King Kunta, who you got number 3?
I got Mookie Betts. He got a real
Fuck
unique swing.
Mookie Betts. I don't like
I
that.
knew he was going to say that.
Yeah.
I'm going to HR. Fuck Mookie Betts. Fuck you.
I knew. That's why I said I couldn't wait to say it too.
You're so
I
petty.
knew you-
I swear to God.
I know.
I feel like our friendship's getting stronger every time you talk.
Oh boy, I was dying. I couldn't wait. I should have put him at number 5 to start it off.
You should have put him at number 1 if you really wanted to be petty. Go ahead and just fuck everything. D minus is going to give you about that.
TK, I couldn't wait.
oh my God, boy, that was too good.
I couldn't wait, TK. I said, should I
didn't
put him
see
at
that
number
coming.
5 or what?
I can't believe I didn't see that coming today. I never thought for 1 second he would put Mookie up there.
Oh boy.
You're so fucking petty. Sheriff, who you got number 3? That's good.
That's
Wow.
great.
D minus.
Oh,
Make
boy.
an appointment.
Got my
All
last
right.
one
So
today.
at number 3, I have the Arizona Cardinal, Albert Pujols. I mean, because he was, like you said, right after the steroid era, he had a beautiful swing and he had power and he did it the right way too. I hated when he left Arizona for the 5 year, or excuse me, not years, St. Louis for the 5 years that he left, or 6 years, whatever it was. But I'm glad he went back to retire as a Cardinal.
Hawk, who you got number 3?
Just like you, Tony Gwynn. I mean, it's just all time. Like I mentioned, pure hitter. You know, that guy was a pure hitter. He just had it. So beautiful swing.
TKO, you going to play petty?
No, not at all. Not at all.
Thank you.
No, I was gonna be funny. I know
I
you're
just
still
got
gonna.
a feeling I'm going to hear that name again somewhere here. I got a
No,
feeling.
still gonna keep moving. No, so I'm gonna go with Manny Ramirez with number
Oh,
3.
good one.
I
Good one.
think Manny, man, another one where he was right there around the 2000s. He actually played here in Alamance County, North Carolina. He started out
He
with the
did.
Burlington, now it's called the Sock Puppets. It was called the Burlington Indians. Yeah, they call it the Sock Puppets now, bro.
The Burlington Sock Puppets. That's not racist at all. No, not
Yeah,
at
because
all.
they got the logos and stuff. They selling merch like crazy, and they
Yeah.
just added on to the stadium. But yeah, Albert Pujols, Jim Thome, I think a couple of them guys all came through Albert Bell. All that they said, Manny Ramirez first game here, he smacked 3 home runs in the first game. That was the last game he played here. He only played 1 game here in Alamance County. And that was it.
Funny little story about Manny Ramirez, because as a Braves fan, we used to be in the outfield when my kids were little. You could talk to Manny during the game and he'd turn around and talk to you. He was very easily diverted. Very, very easily diverted. You talk shit with him and heckle him, he will definitely heckle backwards. At number 2, I went, wait a minute, did I get Teddy in there? Yeah, I just did.
Yeah, you're at number 2.
And see, I almost fucked up there. Something caught me. At number 2, sweetest swings in baseball ever. I went old school. You got to go black and white to see this guy, Ted Williams. If you don't know who he is, go back and watch that swing, kids. That's how you swing a bat. King Kunta.
Tony Gwynn. That's what I got.
Tony Gwynn. He's legendary. Sheriff, what you got at number 2?
I have number 2. I have Tony Gwynn. Man, it was a beautiful swing. He would have been number 1 if number 1 wasn't there before or after him.
All right. Hawk, who you got at number 2?
DC, I think our top 3 is all the same, but yeah, I got Ted Williams too. Just classic. You know, is on MLB The Show, they have the storyline where you can kind of go into the history books of baseball before Jackie Robinson broke the color barrier and all that type of stuff. So if there's any people out there that just want to get to know the history a little bit of black baseball players before they were allowed into Major League Baseball, that is a very, very good place to start because they give you a bunch of interesting facts about it. So, yeah, Ted Williams, just as good as it gets, in my opinion. So,
TKO, who you got at number 2?
So this is going to be a 2 and a 2A. Vlad and Vlad Jr. Those two right there
I'm
got the
telling you.
most identical swing I've ever seen in my life, and they're beautiful. When he smacked that horn against New York, that right there is one of the ones you put on your wall. Like that's. You remind me of you remember that movie Major League 2?
Serrano.
No,
yeah,
but the catcher, Jack Portman. When Jack smacked
Oh
it
yeah.
that's the way it looked like to me. I love that. That's one of my favorite movies of all time.
Man,
funny.
Vlad Guerrero Sr. is incredible because he played for a bunch of teams, but back in the day when I was probably middle school, early high school, I used to go to the Mariners games early, and he would be taking BP. And one time, the guy that was throwing BP, the ball slipped out of his hands and it bounced, and Vlad Guerrero dropped to a knee and just moonshot golfed that thing over the center field fence. And I'm just like, bro, how many people can hit a ball off of a bounce? 300-400 feet over a fence. It was just crazy. That dude could send some moonshots if he squared up and made good contact. He was crazy.
So Hawk talked about the video game MLB The Show, and like when you can play back. I got a stat here that I had actually written down. When I first made a team there, I had Ted Williams on my team. I batted .914 with Ted Williams.
Oh, dang.
The rest of my stats were all normal stats, but when Ted came up there, motherfucker hit the ball. They weren't homers, just .914 through a season.
It's crazy.
Yeah, video games are crazy. I love them. All right, so you know what? Is there any chance that anybody's number one doesn't have a backwards hat on? All right. Ken Griffey Jr., I don't think, and here's the bad part, because you were talking about Vlad and Vlad Jr. Ken Griffey Jr., Ken Griffey Sr., yeah, you didn't pass your daddy's swing. You didn't get your daddy's swing.
Right.
I don't know where that swing came from, but it wasn't.
He made his own swing.
Yeah, it was not your daddy's swing. Wasn't nothing like it. For me, number one is definitely Ken Griffey Jr. Ken Kunta.
Cool. Definitely number one. When you talk about the best swing in baseball, that's the first name that pop in your head automatically. Ken Griffey Jr. Hands down. And he was a good hitter.
Facts. Sheriff.
Junior, in my opinion, he helped revitalize baseball in the 90s. He turned his hat backwards. He was unorthodox, but man, people loved him. He's such a great person. He could catch the ball, he could hit the ball, he had the best swing ever. I mean, there wasn't anything he couldn't do, and he always had a smile on his face.
Do you know why he always had a smile on his face? Because he got emails from the commissioner to put his hat on fucking right. And he's like, no, fuck you, man. Hawk, you know what? The best thing I saw, Griffey went and he's talking about the commissioner, and he said, show me in the rules where it tells me I can't wear my hat backwards. Because it actually tells you how to dress. And it says you must have a hat on your head. It doesn't say shit about which way that's face. Hawk.
It's part of the reason why I wear my hat backwards, Yeah, it's Griffey, obviously, like no question about it. When you start to dissect people's swings, some people have really aggressive, violent swings. Some people have a little bit more technique and tactical and stuff like that. But Griffey's was just pure. It was smooth,
gorgeous.
And then on top of all that, Ken Griffey Jr. turned into the Michael Jordan of baseball. He one of the guys that, like, they still buy his shoes today. Like, everyone wanted to be like Griffey. You didn't have to live in Seattle to have aspirations to play baseball and be like Ken Griffey Jr. There were people across the country that were like that. Just in the same way that Michael Jordan, people wanted to be like Michael Jordan. They didn't have to live in Chicago or even like the Chicago Bulls to want to be, like they say, be like Mike. So they are iconic. And then on top of that, Ken Griffey Jr. is the one that runs the HBCU Classic every All-Star game.
That was cool because it was held there. It was held here this year. Griffey he's heavier. but he still swings the bat the same. He's still got a sweet swing. It's so cool. So
It's
cool.
ridiculous.
TKO, who you got? Number one.
Oh yeah, it's got to be Ken Griffey because I like to add. He added in the Michael Jordan aspect of it, which I was going to go there, but I like to add this too. Knowing that his career, he had a lot of injuries. We never got to see the whole real guy that we're seeing. You know, the longevity of maybe 5 or 6 more years of his career. He reminds me of Randall Cunningham. He is the Randall Cunningham of baseball to me because it was the same thing. If Randall didn't get hurt and took that time away to come back and play with the Vikings, we missed some good times from people that, again, they're unmeasurables. You could not say this player with his speed, athleticism, hitting ability, power. He's one of a kind. He's a unicorn. And I just think that someone like him and like a Randall Cunningham, what if we would have got 3 or 4 more years in their prime back? Imagine the numbers he would have had.
No doubt. We are going to, for the first time ever, at the halfway point of this show, we are actually 42 seconds right now ahead of schedule. This is never happened. Ever. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm trying to kill 42 seconds right now. So let's just go ahead.
On time for us.
I'm not really sure what to do right now. I've never been ahead at the halfway point.
We could just say shout out Mrs. Hawk for the comment.
Shout out Ms.
That's what we
Hawk
can-
and Griffey Hawk Jr. You better know how to hit. I'll tell you what, if you got a name like Griffey Hawk, you better hope that kid hits.
Hey, he plays football and he plays linebacker, and that dude is a heat-seeking missile. That dude can fly. Dude, I'm telling you, that kid flies around and goes after the ball carrier. That kid can hit.
That's awesome. All right, let's get to college football, brought to you by Gatorade. I don't know if it's racist or not, but that makes me want to go see a HBCU halftime show right there. I just feel like I need drums right now. I need to see a drum line. I need to see a good line dance. I need some halftime. I need some halftime.
That stuff right there hype you up, don't it?
It does. Your team can be down 50-0. If the people come on, that band rocks it out, you're gonna believe they're coming back to do something. You're gonna score something.
You're like, we're going to score 70. I just know it. Do you hear those drums? We're scoring 70.
Or 7. As long as we score 7, the drums still matter. The NCAA 10-game college pick'em is sponsored by Gatorade and Vegas. Quit fucking us with these points. Who reminds you to power up your body with electrolytes, get the full potential of your body. Gatorade is the thirst quencher. Week 7 is in the books, and our winner is TKO, going 11-3.
Hey, there we go.
Everyone else except the sheriff went 6-4. He went 5-5. So we all had winning weeks this week, which is shocking.
Agreed.
King Kunta has 41 wins. The sheriff has 36. D- has 33. DC 31. Hawk 29. TKO 29. We will start off this week's picks with the sheriff, who went 5-5 last week and has a big game up here. I mean, a really big game.
Yeah.
Hey.
I got you. Hold on. We have, Sheriff, before you go, we have an official HR complaint. Hang on.
Oh boy, here we go.
Okay, listen, guys. We all know that DC has messed up from time to time on here. Okay, he's human. It's okay. But if you would look at your outline with me, and you go down to the third game, it has number 4 Ole Miss versus Washington. I don't know if you've watched college football in the last 24 hours. The University of Washington played Rutgers last night. So what this is, because this is my favorite team, I take it as a slap in the face and disrespectful. The school he's looking for is Washington State. Okay? This needs to be corrected. The school is Washington State, not Washington, and it is very disrespectful.
Mm. Mm.
Corrected. See it? It says
Okay,
SC
because
right there.
all I'm saying, right? DC, is there a difference between Georgia and Georgia State? Yes or no?
Oh yeah.
Okay, Kunta, is there a difference between Tennessee and Tennessee State? Yes or no?
Oh, big ass different.
Okay, and Sheriff, Indiana and Indiana State?
By a million miles, yes.
Okay, that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
All right, so here's my defense. If you look at it, it actually does say state there, but here's the thing. That box is character sensitive. If you look, there's a state there, but it didn't go far enough to carry all the characters.
I don't see that on mine. I don't see that on mine.
That's not on mine. That's not on
No,
mine either.
I'm telling you, when I
It's
typed
mine
it in there, it says state, but the characters didn't show up because it only carries so many characters in the box.
Mm.
I'm being honest. I know this was not done on purpose. I don't think anybody's
Hey.
buying this shit.
Dude,
All right.
the show
Right.
next week is just going to be you and HR for the whole show.
Yeah, for the first 30 minutes of it.
I mean, that's all right. I'm catching up. We're trying to make Kunta feel better.
Hey,
We're
how,
becoming so much more
how,
friends.
how can I get to be a witness in the room? You know, they need a witness
Yes.
in the room.
No,
Oh,
I,
yeah.
can't.
don't need a witness.
Yeah.
All right, Sheriff, you went 5-5. Don't pick Washington.
Don't pick Washington. Duly noted. All right, guys. We're gonna have a rebound week here. I'm gonna start off with. I'm actually gonna go to reverse order here.
Of course.
We're gonna start off with the Hoosiers, baby. Hoosiers.
Germs?
I'm gonna take them for the biggest upset of the week. In my opinion, this is the biggest game of the week. In all of college football. So I'm taking IU. I'm going to take Ole Miss over Washington State. Hawk.
As you should.
I'm going to take Missouri over Alabama plus the points. I'm going to take Texas Tech minus the 15. LSU over South Carolina with the minus 10 points. Georgia Tech minus the 15. I'm going to take Michigan plus the 3. Notre Dame minus 23. I'm going to take
Two more.
Florida State minus the 11 over Pitt. And Colorado plus 3.
All right. So in your rebound attempt, we have Indiana plus 8, Ole Miss minus 32, Missouri plus 3, Texas Tech minus 15, LSU minus 10, Georgia Tech minus 15, Michigan plus 3, Notre Dame minus 23, Florida State minus 11, and Colorado plus 3.
Okay, his Indiana game
Plus 8.
Okay, so you did say plus 8. I just heard you say Indiana.
Oh yeah, he's
If you
taking
said plus
Indiana
or
plus 8. Yeah, I wouldn't. I know he's taking
Automatic
Indiana.
plus there if he take Indiana because they're not favored.
Right. All right, Hawk. You went 6-4 last week. What you got going this week?
Okay, let me get Ohio State minus the 15. Let me get Ole Miss minus 32 over Washington State. 32 is probably not enough. They'll probably score 100. Let's see. I'm gonna take in this Red River rivalry shootout, whatever they call it now, Oklahoma. I can't believe Texas is favored. This is like absolutely crazy. Oklahoma plus the 2 on that one. Let me get Texas Tech minus 15. I'm gonna take Georgia minus the 4. Let me get Michigan plus 3. I'm gonna take Iowa State minus the 3. Give me give that one's tough. I think I'll take a swing on that one. Give me Notre Dame minus the 23 at NC State.
Mm.
Okay, that's 8, right? Okay. Let me get I don't want to swing and miss too much here. Give me LSU minus the 10. And then give me Texas A&M minus the 8.
All right. So the rebound, you got Ohio State minus 15, Ole Miss minus 32, Oklahoma plus 2, Texas Tech minus 15, Georgia minus 4, Michigan plus 3, Iowa State minus 3, Notre Dame minus 23, LSU minus 10, and Texas A&M minus 8.
Yeah, TKO, call the Michigan coaching staff. Tell them I'm gonna need this one. So
For the record, Michigan has covered the spread every game except for week 1. Not
good.
bad.
Let's keep it
There's not many
rolling.
teams that can keep covering the spread. Hey, for the record, for the HR record for next week, I want to make a note. I haven't messed up anybody's record. Like I write all this shit down. I don't fuck up the important stuff. I've been checked a couple times, but I was right. But I don't fuck up when people make their records and their picks right.
Well, the only thing,
It's just like going down swinging. He going down swinging. He got to get something. He throwing up something. He throwing up Hail Marys right now. That's what he's doing
Now. Yeah.
you,
I definitely feel like Jordan Daniels. TKO, will you catch this shit, please?
Yeah.
Who's going with today?
Oh man. So going to the Hawk about this Oklahoma and Texas game. They the Oklahoma quarterback, he's coming off a quick surgery, hand injury, and so he wasn't expected to play today, but they upgraded him. So that's a tricky game right there. And then they talking about
it's only been 17 days since his hand surgery.
Yeah, all right. So that's why Texas is favorite. But okay, I my picks today. Ole Miss. I take Ole Miss minus 32.
Excuse me.
I'm not messing with that Oklahoma and Texas game. So Texas might fuck around and win that game, but I'm not touching that game. I take Texas Tech minus the 15. Georgia minus the 4. LSU minus the 10 because LSU today is their homecoming game.
Sure.
I know because my son goes there. So LSU minus the 10. I take Tennessee minus 12. Michigan plus the 3. Take BYU minus the 3. Arizona State plus the 9. I take Iowa State minus the 3. And I would take, let me take the Texas A&M over Florida.
All right, so I have your picks. Kunta, what was your fourth pick again?
Okay, like 1, 2, 3, 4. LSU minus the 10.
Oh no, it was your third pick. I'm sorry.
So you want me to say Georgia again? The Bulldogs minus 4. I knew it. I knew it was some type of pettiness to that when I looked at it. I knew it.
All right, so
I have a question real fast before anyone else goes.
Hold on, let me get it picked. Ole Miss minus 32, Texas Tech minus 15, Georgia minus 4, LSU minus 10, Tennessee minus 12, Michigan plus 3, BYU minus 3, Arizona State plus 9, Iowa State minus 3, A&M minus 8. Is that correct?
Correct.
All right, Sheriff.
So this is not at Teddy because I know why Teddy doesn't do it. But how come nobody ever picks IU? Because over the last 2 years, we have been damn near perfect. And we have covered and done everything correctly.
All right, so TKO, you're up now. And We don't care about IU. We don't give a fuck. You know, the TKO. How are you going to rebound after a great win this week? Wait a minute. Stop. Don't do that. I don't get to go. I don't get to go after you. I did not. You're last. Let me go here. Sorry, I got all excited with the sheriff's comment there.
Chrissy said you're going to HR for that question, by the way. That was
you can't send anybody to HR. Ohio State minus 15.
Hey, nice jersey, DC.
It's Rodrigo Blankenship from Georgia.
Did you notice I at least sent you a Georgia players?
Yeah, this is the Georgia Blue Out jersey.
Yeah, bullshit.
I can't believe I just said that shit. Sometimes when your brain is working and your mouth is open, some things come out that sound kind of stupid. Okay, give me Ohio State minus 15. I'm actually not going to touch this Oregon-Indiana game because I'm a little nervous. I don't think 8 points is enough. But then again, I think Oregon's going to blow them out, but I'm not sure. So I'm just going to stay away from it and let the sheriff have his moment. Ole Miss minus 32 at Washington State. Give me Oklahoma plus 2. I don't understand that with a broken hand or not. Texas is not good. Give me Alabama minus 3 over Missouri. Give me Georgia minus 4 over Auburn. LSU minus 10 over South Carolina. Georgia Tech minus 15 over Virginia Tech. Sorry, Mr. OZ. Give me Michigan plus 3. I agree with Kunta. Give me Arizona State plus 9. Not touching that Iowa State game. I lost on them last week with 3 points. So last one, give me Florida State minus 11 at Pitt. So Ohio State or Ole Miss, Oklahoma, Alabama, Georgia, LSU, Georgia Tech, Michigan, Arizona State, Florida State. Our winner last week going 7-3 was TKO. TKO, what you got?
Hey, got a lot of luck. Because no, I suck at this. Hey, but
don't flip that record around.
Right. You know what I mean? Right. I'll take luck rather than skill any day of the week. So don't you guys don't put my cash up here. But anyway, I'll be out to owe y'all by the end of the season. I would being honest. Really quick, I'm gonna go ahead and start this off. I do believe that the Texas A&M Aggies will beat the Florida Gators by the 8. So I'm gonna take the 8 because that one's gonna be tough. I got Oklahoma beating Texas, so I'm taking the plus 2 on that for Oklahoma. I got minus 3 for Alabama. And I got the minus 15 for Texas Tech. I did not know they had that many NIL players on their team.
That's crazy how much they got.
Yeah, that literally is the team. Like, yeah.
What do they have? What do they have over there?
Somebody emptied their oil account.
Yeah, I mean they emptied the bottom of the barrel money over there. They spending money. So then you got Georgia at minus 4. I'm gonna take that. Got Tennessee at minus 12. I got V-Tech plus 15. I think Georgia Tech gonna win, but I don't know if they're gonna be that much margin. I'm gonna go with minus 3 for BYU. Got minus 3 for Iowa State. Even though, so now, who said something about Iowa State last week in that Cincinnati game with all the injuries? Even with these injuries, they still could beat Colorado. Right. And I'm gonna go with minus 11 for Florida State.
TK, you didn't take Michigan?
I
was about to say the same thing.
I'm staying away from that because that's a trap game. Because I think USC is playing really good football, but Michigan has problem. Like Blake Underwood shows he's a freshman at times, and it kind of scares me. Yep, he shows it a lot.
I think that's the reason why USC's minus 3 is just because of the freshman quarterback, nothing else.
Yes, because it's times he should run, and he said a statement early in the year, and I watch he runs when he wants to, but he's trying to prove everybody he could throw. And he said earlier, they paid me to play quarterback. They didn't pay me to run.
Wow.
Yep, and so if you think about it, and he's right. He is absolutely right. Even though you pay me $10 million, that's nothing compared to the potential of what I'm going to make in the NFL. So, yeah, any 3 years or 4 years, I give you that my time for that. What if I go here and blow my knee because I was trying to get that first down? Now I ain't gonna get that $300 million contract. So I get what he's saying, but that may be a detrimental to the team winning or losing.
So the NCAA 8 days ago had a records request to reveal Texas Tech's football NIL revenue. Texas Tech spent $28 million this year on NIL players.
Can I tell you something about Texas Tech, because I'm living in Texas? Texas Tech and Washington State University are the same exact college, just in different parts of the country. And what I mean by that is, if you find yourself in Lubbock, Texas, or Pullman, Washington, these two college towns, you are there on purpose. You did not stumble across it. You intended to go there because it's off the path, you know. So it's like, if you're there on purpose. And boy, do both of those colleges love to drink some alcohol.
I mean, let's go.
I went to Texas one time, and it was for something else, but we had to go to Lubbock. And you're right. The moment you get off, we had to fly a plane for Fort Worth. Once you get in that town, that is Texas Tech. It is the whole town. Every square inch is red and black from the moment you start.
Like how they show like these high school football movies and stuff, how the town shuts down for a game. That's Lubbock, Texas, 100%.
That's all that's out there.
That's pretty cool. All right, we are still ahead of schedule. Let's just keep it flying. Let's go to the NFL, brought to you by Blue Moon Pizza.
I guess we could answer Cher's question about Indiana.
This segment is sponsored by Blue Moon Pizza, located at the Windy Hill Shopping Center in Marietta, Georgia. They specialize in Italian dishes and pizza. Pizza with pine nuts crushed on the crust. If you haven't had it, let me just tell you. Use the code BFAM10, BFAM10, and receive 10% off your dine-in order only. They delivery guy barely found your house. Call 770-984-2444 for your order today. Hawk. And everybody else can comment afterwards, too. Last night on Generational Therapy, we had a question. If a statement is made and the statement is true, is it still racist? And now I'm going to give you an example. I'm Italian. I met this lady. She said she's Italian. I said, oh, you make sauce? And she says, no, I don't make sauce. Why would you say that? Is that a racist statement?
No.
For me to assume because you're Italian that you make sauce, is that a racist statement?
No, because I think someone could perceive it as racist. I don't think that it's racist because it has less to do with race and has more to do with culture.
All right, now let's try this one. Teddy, do you have a bass guitar in your basement?
No.
That's bullshit. Every black family has a bass guitar in their basement. Is that a fact or is that racist?
No, that's Cartman, but that's not.
I know.
Yeah, I'm about to say that's South Park right there.
We played the video last night. It was from Token. And Cartman did tell Token, no, goddamn it, you are black. You got one in your basement, and Token had one.
Yeah.
Then he told him to drop a bass line. He goes, look, I don't fucking play bass. And he fucking dropped the bass line because he's black. Is that a statement? If you say something and it's true, is it still racist?
No. And I think I'd agree with what Hawk said. It's about culture. I think that we can appreciate someone else's heritage without being offensive. Right. And I agree. And then also, too, to add on what you said about the Italian thing, let's be realistic. This is more of a woman's thing. I'm going to get in trouble. My wife.
You are. Don't do it.
Women don't cook like that anyway. So to sit here and say y'all got, like, my mama, my grandma, they pass on traditions, right? The average woman today don't cook. So if you look at a special Italian sauce, it's called Prego from Food Line.
Oh my God!
Sauce, you know?
My
being
stomach
real.
is turning hot.
Hey, you could say what you want. My woman cooks and she throws down. So
My wife does too, but I'm saying that the typical woman now. You're saying, 'cause my wife cooks too, but the typical woman does not cook nowadays.
well,
and-
today's generation doesn't do a lot of things that we all grew up with, So like
Today's generation goes through the damn drive-through.
They don't go to
Yeah.
the drive-thru. They go to Uber Eats. It comes to your house
Or-
now.
or-
exactly.
Yeah.
They ain't getting in the car going nowhere. That takes effort. It's like,
Yeah.
no, we're gonna Uber Eats.
So
Like,
just
I'm
for the record, everybody else sold their wife out. Sheriff, does your wife cook?
She does cook, but I do the majority of the cooking here.
Is she a good cook? When she does cook?
She's a good cook because nobody's died. Nobody's had poisoning.
That doesn't mean that she's a good cook just because no one's died.
Oh my God, that was so good.
Hey, listen. In all seriousness, the very first meal she ever made for me, it was called Zupa soup. It's a dish from Olive Garden, and
Toscana.
Zupa soup.
Super Toscana. Yep, that's what it is. That white soup, the
I
potato soup.
absolutely love it. I mean,
Yeah.
I think it's really good. She
We know,
will tell you,
we know he's not Italian now, though, Hawk. We know that for a fact.
Yes, we do.
Yes, we do. Kuta, boy, be careful. Does your wife cook?
I can tell her not to cook. Yeah, she loves cooking.
Boy, you ain't got no sense at all. I ain't gonna say nothing because I like your wife. I don't know if she can cook, but as far as I'm concerned, she can. But you tell your wife not to cook?
No, for real. I'll just say that as a joke, but she loves cooking. She's a Southern girl, so yeah, you know what type of food we eat.
Oh yeah. Oh
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, she's a Southern girl, and her grandma, she was in the kitchen with her grandma, so you already know.
Oh, she's putting in work in that kitchen then.
Oh
right, there
man,
we go.
I'm talking about with no gloves. You putting those hands in there, like that's that real cooking right there. What grandma used to do.
Back arm fat going on. You
Hey,
know what I'm saying?
PK, the pinks like that. PK, the little pinks like that.
Yeah, get that arm fat, get that macaroni. Yeah, like if I go to a cookout and I don't see a buff arm going on here right there to mix that macaroni. Yeah, you ain't mixed that macaroni right.
Yeah, no, you gotta have one wimpy arm and one just overly muscular arm. That's the arm that you're stirring and cooking with,
Facts. Look at Italian women. They're always right hand heavy. Always.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah.
Just gotta stir that sauce.
Hey, and for you non-Italian people, if you ever stumble across a cookout, you're invited to a party, whatever, and the Italians are the ones cooking, just let me do you a favor real quick. Stay your ass out of the kitchen because you might lose your life.
Oh my God. Don't try to go into a foreign kitchen. That's just so stupid. And bring bread.
Anywhere.
Bring bread. If you go to an Italian cookout, the only thing you need to do is bring bread. There's never enough bread. Because there's going to be
they don't want your granny's recipe. They don't want your mama's recipe. They don't want none of that. They got their own stuff. The Italian women are very traditional and are very strict on the way that they make things. And guess what? One other thing, they don't measure. It's eye test everything. They're not breaking out measuring cups and little, this calls for 1 tablespoon of this or that. No, they ain't doing all that. It's an eye test. They pour it. They're like, that's good.
And
they
for
just
all you
know.
COVID fuckers, they stick their finger in there to taste it. Maybe 2 or 3 times after licking it. Don't. That's just the way it is. Mother's love. This week, TKO, you won both.
Wow.
Don't say wow. You're supposed to say thank you or something like that. He said, wow. Hey, I know that. So TKO won the football parlay going 5-3 and jumped up 2 spots in the rankings. The Sheriff went 4-4. But the rest of the panel had a bad NFL week, and we all went 3-5. There was a lot of upsets this week. So, with that said, Hawk, you currently have 28 wins. You're 1 game out of first. What's your NFL picks this week?
Okay. Here you go, Sheriff. Let me get the Colts over the Cardinals.
Let's go.
For the record, I took the Colts last week over the Raiders. Let me get the Chargers. Chargers over the Dolphins. I'll take the Patriots over the Saints. I'll take the Cowboys. They have an early bye because the Panthers are in town. I'll take the Rams over the Ravens. the Bills over the Falcons, the Buccaneers over the 49ers, and the Seahawks over the Jags. If we don't beat the Jags, if that shit up and don't even talk about the playoffs, number one, that's 8, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
All right, so I got Colts, Chargers, Patriots, Cowboys, Rams, Bills, Bucks, Seahawks.
Yep.
All right, there we go. King Kunta, you had a very rare bad week in football.
I know, right?
How do you rebound?
Rebound by getting these picks right and take a commanding lead. Make it unreachable. So let's see if we can get this perfect record. I'm gonna take the Broncos over the Jets. We got the Colts over the Cardinals. The Chargers over the Dolphins. I'm gonna take. It's gonna be a good game, but the Steelers go beat the Browns. Cowboys over the Panthers. Packers go beat shit at the Bengals because they're coming off a bye. Bills over the Falcons, and then the Commanders go beat the Bears. Broncos, Colts, Chargers, Steelers, Cowboys, Packers, Bills, and the Commanders.
All right, there you have it right there. Going to DC now. You're going to go ahead and give me the Broncos over the 0-5 Jets. Give me the Chargers over the Dolphins. Give me the Steelers and what I think is going to be a very easy win this week. And I do believe Myles Garrett does not get his sack. If you can bet that, I think when you pressure yourself to get a sack, it's going to call us for a shutdown. Cowboys over the Panthers. I agree with that bye week. Give me the Rams over the struggling Ravens. Give me the Raiders to win their second game because I'm losing money to Kunta over the Titans. Give me the Packers over the Bengals coming off that bye. They should destroy the Bengals. And lastly, give me the Bills over the Falcons that can't close a game. Broncos, Chargers, Steelers, Cowboys, Rams, Raiders, Packers, and Bills. Sheriff, nice second place last week. You're currently have 26 wins, 3 games behind first.
All right. So, just curiosity, you don't want to pick the Colts since you're wearing a Colts jersey today?
No, I'm wearing a blanket jersey here.
All right, guys.
This is why you shouldn't have sent him the Blankenship jersey because he's got a cop out now. If you would have just sent him a Peyton Manning, there's nothing to say.
Yeah.
I almost sent. I have a jersey that has my last name. I almost sent it to him.
Oh, see, now that's what I would have done.
Hey, I told you he had more than one jersey.
Oh, I've got a whole closet full of them. All right, guys. We're gonna go.
Come out the closet, man.
All right, we're gonna go with the Colts over the Cardinals. The Los Angeles Chargers over the Dolphins. New England over the Saints. Cowboys are going to beat the Panthers. I'm going to go with the upset. The Seahawks are going to hand Jacksonville their second loss. Going to go with the Packers over the Bengals because their offensive line is terrible and Joe Flacco is going to get hurt. I've got the 49ers over the Bucks.
Oof. It's going to be tough.
It's going to be a good game, though.
Yeah.
And then I've got the Bills over the Falcons.
All right, so I got Colts, Chargers, Patriots, Cowboys, Seahawks, Packers, 49ers, and Bills.
Yes, sir.
All right, TKO, double wins. How do you keep it going?
Don't be prepared as always. No. That is kind of crazy though. Every week for a while I've been at the bottom, so it's kind of good to go last. So I'm gonna go with what Kunta was saying earlier. This game it feels like a trap game, but I'm gonna take the Broncos over the Jets. Because the Jets are due. I just don't know who's gonna take that first loss. Yeah, I got the Chargers beating the Dolphins. I got the Patriots beating the Saints, even though the Saints are playing really good football. I don't know if people is really agreeing. Their record don't reflect how good they're playing.
I don't know if really good is the right term, but they are playing better, much better.
Yeah, I
That's
think.
why I
Yeah,
would pick that game. That damn and Saints at home.
yeah, and that's why I feel like it could be a trap. But I like the Patriots. They're playing really, really good. The Steelers, for all the right reasons. I think the Browns offense just can't put them no points. The Rams definitely should beat the Ravens because Cooper Rush should not be the backup quarterback in that system. Don't make any sense. I'm gonna go with the ass bowl here. I'm gonna take the Raiders over the Titans. I think the Raiders have a little bit more talent on offense than the Titans do.
Did you say talent?
Yes, because
Thank
y'all
you,
got
Teddy. Thank you,
wide
Teddy.
receivers. Y'all got some wide receivers.
Thank
Y'all
you,
just
Teddy.
putting it together. I
He
don't know
didn't
what
say DC. He didn't say talent. He said ass bowl.
He said they have some talent. I heard
they
it.
do. And wide receivers is very talented. At quarterback, I don't know what the hell's going on with Geno. He's
About to get benched.
Garbage.
He need to. I would go with the Packers off a bye week, of course, and the Bengals. Joe Flacco need to go sit down somewhere. And the last one, this is probably gonna shock everybody. Because of the bye week, and they had time to prep, and I do not think they are a good team. I think the Bears will beat the Commanders this week.
Oh my God!
Wow.
Because
That's
I think people is going off of last year's success with the Commanders. They really have not played nobody worth saying anything at this point, and they don't have name someone on the offense besides Jaden Daniels.
Terry McLaurin.
He's hurt.
I know their kicker's garbage because he's our former kicker, Matt Gay.
Debo.
See what I mean? We didn't make it up names.
What about Debo?
But yeah,
Okay.
Debo Samuel.
Debo Samuel.
Debo ain't doing nothing either. Like that. See, and that people need to stop with that Debo mess. That boy was on a good team with the 49ers. He is no way person of any importance when it comes to playing the Commanders, dog. Nobody cares about Debo.
Yeah, but I don't know, Ted. I disagree with you on that one. I think the Commanders go beat the Bears, and Commanders. I think they're at home too. So I think Jaden Daniels got something to prove. And if anything, it will be a
Monday
good
Night
game.
Football too.
Monday
man.
night, yeah. So
I think with a week off, Ben Johnson having time to prep is a lot more important than saying you're trying to piece together a team that nobody know what they're going to do.
Zach
The
Ertz.
only thing, well, here's the thing that I would say for the case of the Bears. The only thing I would say for the case of the Bears is Rome Odunze, stats wise right now, is a top 5 wide receiver.
Yep.
Yeah.
no doubt.
All right, we're going to go to our last thing. It's the wrap up brought to you by Wild Bee Wellness.
Are you living with chronic neck, back, or shoulder pain? Do tension, headaches, and stress follow you everywhere? At Wild Bee Wellness, we specialize in results-driven massage therapy that's more than just relaxation. It's real relief. With certified neuromuscular therapy, we target the root of your pain. Most clients see up to 90% improvement within 3 to 5 sessions. Because massage isn't just a luxury, it's self-care and healthcare. Whether you're an athlete, a busy professional, or simply tired of managing your pain on your own, it's time to take your wellness seriously. Book your first session today and receive 10% off as a new client using code BFAM10. Visit www.wellbewellness.com or call us at 678-517-7178. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook at Wild Bee Wellness. Wild Bee Wellness, located near downtown Smyrna. Be not free. Find relief. Feel renewed.
That is Wild Bee Wellness, located right here in Smyrna, Georgia. Get down there and get your shit checked out, man. Get your shit checked out, bro. This is the wrap up. And the wrap up means MLB playoffs. Kunta, the Dodgers defeated the Phillies 3-1 in the series. How'd you feel about that series?
Well, the Phillies gave it to the Dodgers. The pitcher on that error, the pitching error. So the Dodgers just capitalized off it and made the win even sweeter. And there goes again one of those struggling seasons for the Phillies. They just couldn't hack it, man. They always lose with, well, not say always, but something always happened for them to lose the game. So
I'll tell you what, baseball, one fundamental of baseball is listen to your catcher. We are the battery. The battery is the catcher and the pitcher. If you're in the infield, the outfield, you need to be looking at your catcher because he's protecting where the runs score. How your catcher's pointing to first and you throw the ball to him? No, I don't get it. The Blue Jays defeated the Yankees 3-1 TKO. I know you a Yankee lover. How'd you feel about this series?
Far from that. Definitely a Braves fan. But I did think it was like big time matchup. Like just seeing the Yankees in the playoffs already just brings the playoffs. I guess it kind of like initiates playoffs for me. But just seeing those big time home runs from Vlad Jr. on the big stage, I mean, man, just explosive, especially that grand slam. That was, again, one of those ones you put that picture on your wall at your house because that right there was a huge big time matchup. I do think the Yankees again need to work on that pitching staff. They have great bats, but a young team like Toronto just wanted it more. They're more exciting team to watch in this playoffs. It was fun. I just think that was a really fun matchup. Even when they went back to the Bronx and Aaron Judge answered back the next night and smacked that ball out of there. Again, I like those. They feel like a movie climax when you watch that series.
Absolutely facts. Absolutely facts. And I love the way Vlad talks afterwards. Vlad will just tell you straight out. Aaron Judge, how you feeling? How you feeling? Sheriff, tonight on TBS at 8:08, you got your Cubs in Milwaukee with one game left.
They're the last team to not make the championship series. This is it before the championship series starts. I have the Cubs. You know, I think the Brewers put through everything they had, including the kitchen sink in the first two games, and now the Cubs are hot. The Cubs got hot, and that's what Milwaukee didn't need. And they started their best pitcher yesterday to try to close them out, and it did not work out for them. So I have the Cubs winning tonight, probably by 3 runs.
All right, there you go. The Mariners defeated the Tigers last night in 13 innings. And let me just tell you something. I'm before the game, and I'm looking at the spreads. I ain't like nothing. And I keep scrolling down, and I see that it is 12-1 if the game goes into extra innings. Every game has been close. So I went ahead and laid $25 down on the game to go to extra innings. I'm on the phone with Hawk in the 8th. I don't have my glasses on. I think it's the 9th. The inning's over, and I tell Hawk I won, and now I'm going to be able to pay for my round-trip ticket to his wedding, and I'm so excited. Then he reminded me that we got one more inning. That is the worst feeling ever when you think you win and you have to wait 6 more outs. Hawk, how do you feel about this series?
I mean, listen, obviously I'm on cloud 9 about the whole thing. You know, it's my favorite baseball team, but dude, I'm telling you, 15 innings last night in game 5, win or go home, 15 innings. I think it's like the 11th, the 12th, the 13th, the 14th. We had a guy on first and second every single inning.
Sure did.
With 1 out or 0 outs. One time they hit a bouncer back to the pitcher. He just turns, double play, inning over. Another time, double play, inning over. It just happened. It just kept happening, And I was like, man, someone's got to break through. Because, like, when we were in the top part of the inning, the Tigers part of the inning, they weren't really getting any base running. They weren't getting any traction. I mean, they did, I think, once or twice, but, like, for the most part, like, we're not rolling out relievers at this point. We had Logan Gilbert, who's one of our starting pitchers in there.
Mm-hmm.
We had Luis Castillo, who's one of our starting pitchers in there. We had a reliever in there, and, like, we're getting to the point where on the broadcast they're showing, hey, these are the pitchers that are left, that are on the roster,
Right.
You know,
I love
because
when
it's just like it's getting pretty intense, you know. And so I'm like, dude, we gotta do something here. And that dude, Kerry Carpenter, was just wearing our ass out the whole series. It was just unbelievable. He likes a high fastball. They're like, oh, let's throw him a high fastball. And it's like, okay, well, he's gonna go yard with that. Everyone knows that, you know. But luckily,
maybe he won't this time.
Yeah, I think that was their mindset, and then they were like, "Okay, we need to stop doing that. Every time that dude's up, we're putting him on base, unless the bases are loaded, which they weren't." So he was on base every time after that. Dude had plate appearances last night. Was on base all 6 times. Like 2 or 3 of them were intentional walks, but he was on base. I'm happy that we won. They were partying like crazy last night. That game tried to take my soul last night. I'm not even kidding. 15 innings is a long time to wait.
If anybody needs a break right now, it's definitely the Mariners. They should be repairing, and man, that had to take a lot out of them. WE Crown Jewel is going on right now. We'll start down there with the sheriff. Sheriff, Cody Rhodes versus Seth Rollins. Who you got?
Oh, I got Cody. Hands down. Hands down. I think the pressure and the tension has been building between Seth and Paul, especially from last Monday. And I don't see them just taking it away from Cody right now.
All right. The next match is Tiffany Stratton versus Stephanie Vaquer. Who you got, Sheriff?
I got Stephanie Vaquer. She's hot. And
she's hot.
Yeah, I mean, she's very hot, and she's in a hot streak too. And that devil's kiss, man, that, you know.
I love watching the devil's kiss because you can see straight up that thong thing. And I'd love for her to give me one.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm coming out, but once I get between them legs, it's over, girl. You finna be pregnant. Rhea Ripley and Io Sky versus Kabuki Warriors. Who you got in this female tag team match?
This is a good tag team match. I think that the Kabuki Warriors will probably end up imploding all the way. Asuka is going to end up going off back to do her own thing.
All right. Next match is Bronson Reed versus Roman Reigns. Who you got?
Roman Reigns, OTC.
And the last match is John Cena's last match. John Cena versus AJ Styles. Does he go out on top? Does he win his last match?
No, it's not his last match.
Okay.
I think his last match is on the Saturday night main event in a month.
Okay. Does he win this match against AJ Styles?
No.
No?
No.
All right, Teddy, how did he do?
He didn't do too well.
Okay, just so you know, all these matches have already happened.
It happened.
Yeah, they literally did. And you was probably wrong on almost every one of them. Almost.
All right, so Teddy, who won between Cody and Seth?
Seth. And everybody knew that was going to happen.
I kind of figured that too. Did Tiffany Time take over?
No, it did not, because everybody knew they were going to win. Everybody knew that. Yeah.
I really wanted her to win. Now.
I love Tiffany both too. I mean, I think that's the thing about it. That's the beauty of women's wrestling right now. We have so many names today that we never had before. Mm-hmm. And I think that's the beautiful thing really quick about women's wrestling.
Yes, I agree.
Mm-hmm.
Did Rhea Ripley and Io Sky get to spit on them Kabuki Warriors?
Okay, that's the one match I did not know the result of. So I do not know that one at this current moment.
Okay, we'll come back to that. Bronson Reed versus Roman Reigns.
Bronson won, and I knew that was going to happen because they had to set up for Survivor Series, so Roman has to take a fade.
And did John Cena beat AJ Styles?
One of the best matches he done this past year. Loved it. John Cena definitely won and killed it. He killed it today. Him and AJ Styles, by the way. They killed it.
That is pretty cool. Sorry, Sheriff, I played a little prank on you there. We all knew it was already happening. We were just sitting here giggling at you while you were picking because we already knew the fight was on.
Sheriff, they were in Australia, so it started at it started at 8:00 Eastern time this morning.
Right.
All right, we're gonna go straight into. I'm just saying because I'm trying to get done here because Teddy has to leave right at 12, and I have another appointment here. D- is out today. While I'm just saying, TKO. What are you just saying today? Where's your?
I'm just saying that next week will be my homecoming week, so that's why I got my shirt on right here.
Let's go, Graham.
That's right, baby. Grand Red Devils. You know what I'm saying? 20-year anniversary. And it's crazy that I probably still look the best now.
My man.
But anyway, today they got a couple of things. They went off track of tradition and went a week before to do some stuff. So I'm gonna try to hurry up and see if I can see him at the park. I'm probably not because the weather's terrible right here today. But anyway, long story short, to all the Grand Red Devils out there, next week is our homecoming. I'm gonna be so happy to be there and see you guys. I love y'all. I miss y'all. It's been too long, and I'm just so glad that I've been able to make it 20 years in my life at this point, and just can't wait to see you guys today, if possible, and next week. But shout out to the Grand Red Devils.
Let's go, Ram Red Devils. You know I'm all about some North Carolina football all day. Sheriff, what you just saying today?
I'm just saying, you know, I'm tired of the hate. I'm tired of the hate towards my Hoosiers. I'm tired of the hate towards the Indiana team. I'm just tired of it. Consistently, Indiana has been in the top talks in all the sports all around in the last 2 years. I think sports are back in Indiana, not just IU. Colts are back. Pacers were back, almost won the finals. The Fever. Hell, the Savannah Bananas just named their new team here in Indianapolis, the Indianapolis Clowns. I mean, it's
That's a fitting name. That's a fitting name.
Wow.
Exactly
Okay.
right.
but it's
So-
paying homage to an
Clowns.
older
The
Negro team. I
Yeah.
believe.
I
The
think what
state.
we'll do here at Get Money Sports is we're going to stop clowning the Indiana teams now.
You're right. They need to win a
Appreciate
championship before we stop clowning them. Again, here goes the punching up of the have-nots and the haves. Everybody here's team has a championship, and yet you don't see us screaming and moaning all the time every single week. But you, sir,
Man, oh my God. Y'all need a podcast of your own to just go back and forth with each other about these sports. It would be so entertaining. So
hey, heavy is
entertaining.
the head that weighs the crown. That's all I got to say.
Okay, Hawk, what are you just saying today?
I'm just saying today, we are in day whatever of this government shutdown, and it's really starting to piss me off. Um, I don't know what the numbers are, but there's a certain percentage of federal employees who aren't getting paid. Republicans and Democrats alike, figure your shit out. You're playing with the people. You're playing with people's money. No one likes their money played with. You're expecting federal workers to go to work even though they're not getting paid. And now we're talking about not getting back pay, all that type of stuff. You just got to do better. The American people deserve so much better than what they're getting from our elected leaders in this country, regardless of party. It's very frustrating. Luckily, I'm no longer a federal employee, so that doesn't matter. But I feel for those people who, air traffic controllers, airports are having issues. Anyone who works in any type of federal position. So we just need to do better, and we need to stop letting these politicians get away with stuff like this. We need to hold their ass to the fire. And this is why it's more important than ever to do your research and know who you're voting for.
Very, very well said. Teddy, you're going to like this one. Shout out to Ty Cummings. Who is Ty Cummings? He is a senior running back from West Lawrence High School here in Dexter, Georgia. Where's Dexter, Georgia? It's right next to Lubbock, Texas. And it's right next to Smithfield, North Carolina, and Canton, Virginia. All these small little towns. Dexter, Georgia, Monday night, he broke the Georgia State rushing record when he rushed for 615 yards and 8 touchdowns. His touchdowns runs were at lengths of 59, 81, 75, 53, 59, 59, 86, and 78 yards respectively. Shout out to that young man who is a 5'9" senior who currently has 1,332 yards and 17 touchdowns and helped West Lawrence finish their record at 6-0. Young man, I cannot wait to see you in a red and black jersey. King Kuta, what are you just saying today?
This is what I'm saying today. People, be careful of who your friends are and who you tell some of the most sacred things or secrets to. Because sometimes you think those people around you are in your best interest. They are not. They're just waiting for that moment to sabotage you and eventually to lose your job and all that other stuff. So just be careful of your friends. Too many friends is too many. Sometimes it's not bad to keep a small circle, or some of your friends you grew up with or whatever. It's crazy how you be around people and nobody's in your best interest, no matter how vulnerable or you feel like you need to open up to them, because sometimes those people in your midst will be the will mess you up. You know, it's sad to I see it, I hear about it, and it's just be careful, people, because sometimes you don't know who you're around. I'm just saying.
Very, very well said. Sheriff, I'm sorry for picking on you.
It's all good.
Not.
Hey, you know what? Hey, so the reason
Wait,
why
I
we
pushed the outro button. Stop.
Hey,
Okay,
listen, the reason why we sent you the Blankenship jersey, because that motherfucker was trash.
Ah,
Like,
all right, he plays for the Colts.
well, he don't play for us no more.
According to this, he does.
Set the world in motion for this smashing graduation. Tonight is the night, the time of our lives. The hard work is over, we end this together. Party on the highway to the end of Norway. When we reach the end, we'll do it all again. Living for today, not thinking about tomorrow. Party with the rock stars from the south of Sweden. Shining like a pearl, we're ready for the world. School ends tonight, the pearl is forever. Me